What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to a dose of Pokemon. If you're new to the channel, hi there. Today I want to talk about the Pokemon TCG, investing in 2025. Are booster boxes worth it? Should you invest in booster boxes? And it's going to be, I'm going to go into detail about booster boxes, but the short answer, I guess, for those who just want to hear right away, yes, you should invest in booster boxes. And here, I'm on TCG Player, as you can see right here, and there's a bunch of booster boxes right on screen. And I didn't do this on purpose. I just clicked on Pokemon, Shopple, English, and this is what came up. Now, when we take a look, there's a Legendary Treasures booster box, a Team Up booster box, an XY Phantom Forces booster box, XY Base booster box. We get XY Ancient Origins booster box, and these are just one single booster boxes. They are not the cases. Yes, we have cases too, but these are single ones. Now, for example, let's go to Team Up. Now, this is a Sun and Moon set, so this came out, I don't remember the exact date of this. Oh, it says right here, February 1st, 2019. So it's going to be about 6 years ago. And this probably was released at like 100, 120 bucks at MSRP. Maybe you were able to find it for like 80, 90 bucks at the time. But since then, the prices skyrocket so high up because of the value it's gotten and the cards that you can get in the set, for example. The market price is currently sitting for a Team Up booster box at $2,886. And when we look at this graph in the past 6 months, in July of 2024, it was sitting at $2,377. In the past year, let's see, it was just at $2,000. So it's gained over almost $1,000 in the past year. Now, this is just one box that came up, but this is not the one I was going to go over. At this price point, I wouldn't really recommend, especially if you do not have the budget. Now, for those who obviously have like a huge budget that can afford to pay almost $3,000 or wants to pay this unopened $5,500 shipped, then go right ahead. But for just the average Joe like you and I, yeah, I probably would not be picking this up. I wish I could, but I won't. However, if you do come across a Team Up booster pack, wherever it may be, hold on to it, keep it sealed. I have one pack, and it's like worth 60, 70 bucks. But let's start off with the first booster box I want to go over. These are booster boxes that are a little bit more readily available, that are easier to pick up. And some of them are, price-wise a little bit cheaper than others. And it all comes down to, depends on how much you want to pay for it. But let's take a look at the current set right now, the time of this recording, in January 2025, Surging Sparks. So this came out, at the Pokemon Center website, it was like $150 maybe, $149 or $159. I'm going to pull it up right now, actually. Let's pull up Surging Sparks right here. We can see it's sold out, but it's selling for $161. And you can pick it up, market price is $226, and you can pick it up at $229, $230. So this has gone up just a little bit in price, as you can see from this graph right here. And actually, like in the pre-sale period, it was sitting at like $115, $116. This would have been a perfect period to pick up this booster box. But unfortunately, that period has not passed, and this is slowly going to continue to go up in price long-term over time. Now, why invest in a booster box? Well, here's the thing. This is going to be the product that gives you the most packs for a set. You're getting 36 booster packs in a booster box. So you pretty much get the opportunity to pull at one of every single rarity. Whereas if you pick up an Elite Trainer box that has 9 packs, the Pokemon Center has 11, or other collection boxes, you're not guaranteed of getting any of those rarities, whether it's a special illustration rare or just a regular illustration rare, whatever it may be. You're not guaranteed that. But with a booster box, you already know, like, yes, you're going to pull at least one special illustration rare, for example. And the same goes for Japanese, but that's for a different video. Now, Surging Sparks has slowly gone up in price, and at this price point, you know, is it worth it? For me right now, I'll be straightforward. This is one of the parts that I want to get into 2025 as my budget hopefully continues to grow throughout the years to get more into booster boxes. But at the time of this recording, I probably will not be picking up a Surging Sparks booster box because my budget is just not fit for it. If I were to pick this up, then I have to kind of take a step back and not pick up the newer products that are coming out. So for me right now, it's just not within my budget. But if it's within your budget, I'd consider it. I definitely would consider it, given at looking at this graph too, how much it's slowly starting to go up in price. And I would hold on to these long term. I mean, if you're gonna do like a just quick buy, quick flip, then that's up to you. But I'm pretty much here with these videos, sharing my thoughts, my experience, thoughts about like upcoming things, but also my experience investing. And I'm talking long term. Like, I'm not really sharing information about like quick flips or anything like that. So if that's what you're looking for, I don't have that for you. I'm really sharing everything for long-term use. Surging Sparks is one of those booster boxes I would consider picking up because, again, it's also readily available. The next set I would take a look at is actually Stellar Crown. Now, also just to kind of see how the price is moving up and fluctuating and stuff, but let's pull up a Stellar Crown. This is actually a pretty decent market price, 134. Now, you can see right here, like in July, it was sitting at 109, 109. It was in the low 100s, and it started to gain some traction. So in December, it went up to 134. So this is a little bit more of an accessible booster box to pick up. So this is like $100 less. It's easier to buy because of its pricing. So this may be a set you want to consider. Now you're thinking, well, there's not really any good cards in there. I see what you mean. You know, there's Terrapago Special Illustration Rare. The Squirtle is the next most expensive, and then Bulbasaur, surprisingly, is the third, which I do have actually on hand. So that's great. I pulled the Bulbasaur Illustration Rare. But I think over time, this will also continue to go up in price. And you can see there's a bunch of cards here that are like ranging in the $20 to $30. So that's not too bad. But again, I think over time, this will, especially once it stops production, once there's less print of this, I think it'll also go up in price. And it's a set that I would recommend picking up a booster box at least. Again, 36 packs, you really can't go wrong. The next set I want to show you guys is going to be Twilight Masquerade. So actually a lot of these, and I'm talking just a lot of the sets are mainly in stock, I guess, or they're in print right now. They're available, whereas some of the older sets, I'm not going to go way too far, but like you'll see by the time I get to the end, and if I don't forget, I'll go back just to the regular first page I was on at the beginning of the video, but you're going to see booster boxes that are much higher in price. Twilight Masquerade, I mean, looking at it, it's got a market price of $158.41. Again, like 36 packs, you're going to be getting at least like one of every single rarity. And this is not too bad. I mean, again, 160 for this. Let's see how much this was going on the Pokemon Center. Again, they're all sold out. Again, 161, so not too bad. Like, you can pick it up just about at the same price-ish. Like this guy's selling for $155, but that's $8 shipping. $158.95 shipping including, not too bad. Now when you take a look at the 6 months, let's do 6 months. You know, in summer it was sitting at 122, and then it went up. It had a spike up here in October, it went back down, and now it's sitting like in the 150s. And over time, I think this will continue to go up in price as well. Again, a pretty decent set. Obviously, the chase card here is Greninja EX. Market price is $300. Oh well, it's $293 actually. Let's change this because it went to lightly played. $318.53 for the market price. And it's been steady. Well, it's not been steady. It's been going up slowly, but yeah, at one point it dipped to like $219 in July. Let's see how it was before that. Yeah, wow. 118 in May. And I don't remember when this released in May, but it's been going up. As you can see in the past year, it definitely has gone up in price. So as a set, again, I would recommend for a booster box at least, adding to your collection for long term. Now there's one huge main chase card in this set, and then the rest of them like Eevee and Perrin, Blood Moon, Ursaluna, like these they're not in the hundreds yet, but maybe they might get there one day, who knows, we'll see. After this set is one more Scarlet and Violet set that I do want to share with you guys, and then we're going to make our way to a little bit of the older sets. This one is Temporal Forces. I think this is a slept-on set. I really do think this is a slept-on set. The fact that we still, Gouging Fire actually has gone up in price. This is a card, I love Entei. I love Gouging Fire, just, you know, it's alternate art, alternate paradox form of Entei. And man, I kind of wish I picked it up in the summer. It's sitting at 30, now it's sitting in the 50, like 50 bucks. And I'm surprised this hasn't gone up much more in price. But looking at these cards, like a lot of the chase cards are going to be the paradox forms. And that only makes sense. I can't see Iron Boulder here. Iron Boulder is right down here, which is like 20 bucks. That's the cheapest. I do have an Iron Leaves, which is awesome. And I also do have a Ghastly, again, that's really awesome. Walking Wake is the second most expensive, and then we got Iron Crown proceeding with Gouging Fire. But Raging Bolt is sitting at just 100 bucks. So in the past year, like this did skyrocket to 100 bucks back in May after release. Like you see a short spike. And at one point it was like sitting at 50 bucks in April. Then it went back down, dropped into like the 60s. And then it's slowly gone up again. It actually hit 108 at one point, and now it's like just sitting at 100 bucks. And honestly, that's a very nice, pretty decent pull, if you pull this at least. For me, I think it's a slept-on set. I like this set. I really do like this set. Looking at the Temporal Forces booster box, market price of 136, and how has this fluctuated? Like, wow, in September you could have. I could have even picked it up. I didn't even know it was sitting at 104.52 at that price. Like, wow. Low sale price in the past 6 months, 85 bucks for a booster box. That is, wow. And I assume, I hope that's a unopened booster box, or it's not an 18 pack or whatever, but I think this is a slept-on set. So if you have the budget, this would be a set I would heavily consider. It's a set that I'm actually considering myself. Once my budget kind of gets into place, this actually may be one of those sets, especially if my budget is up for it soon. Then yeah, this will be a booster box I will pick up very soon. It's definitely on my list. And you know, I'm sharing these sets with you guys, but these are also sets that are on my list of booster boxes and products that I do want to pick up for my collection as well. And I'm going to make a separate video of how I plan to tackle investing in the Pokemon TCG in 2025, what products I plan picking up, and just like my overall budget and what I'm looking at and all of that stuff in a separate video. So definitely be sure to stay tuned. I'm going to share with you guys throughout my journey, just my collection too. I'm going to make an upcoming video, hopefully, of what I have so far, so you guys can see and what I've accumulated in the past couple years. Again, it's not something I've been getting into the TCG collecting more heavily in the past couple months, as you can see with me uploading more and more videos here on Dose of Pokemon and kind of pivoting my niche. I think I found my niche, which is talking about the TCG and investing. Pivoting to this type of content, I've been just invested more into collecting cards, and hopefully in 2025 my collection will grow even more. So I'm really excited, and booster box for Temporal Forces is definitely on my list. Next one that I want to go over is actually from the Sword and Shield era, and that is going to be Lost Origin. Look at this. The Giratina V is the chase card. Pricing of this is like $532 for a mint. Wow. That's half a grand for this Giratina V. Granted, you got to give credit. Like, this is a beautiful card, beautiful artwork. Absolutely love it. Oops, I think I went a little too back. There we go. Lost Origin booster box sitting right here at $294 market price. Let's take a look at the past 6 months and how it's performed. In the summer, it was sitting at the high 190s, low 200s, which is very, very good actually for this set. I mean, look at it now. It was at 197 in September. It went up, and slowly been going up the past couple months. Wow, and now it went up to 294.74. It's going to continue to go up in 2025. So if you don't want to miss out on Lost Origin, now's the time to pick it up. It's going to keep going up. That Giratina is not going to sit at 532. It's going to keep going up. The Aerodactyl, I don't think it's going to stay at 103. It'll slowly creep up. Not as quick as the Giratina, but it'll slowly pick up. I think the Pikachu VMAX may fluctuate. It may go up and or may stay the same. I'm not too familiar with that. So yeah, this is a set I would definitely look into picking up very, very soon. And then there's 3 more sets I want to show you guys. Obviously, one of them, the last one I want to show, is very, very expensive. But before we get to that one, Fusion Strike. This one completely, like, I was caught off guard, I guess, in a sense, because I wasn't expecting it to go this much up in price. Now, look at Gengar VMAX. Market price $519. Again, that's sitting in the 500s, just like Giratina. Look at the graph, past 6 months. In summer it was sitting in 300, and now we're up to 500. In 6 months, that went up. It's a 66% increase. That is crazy good. And it's great artwork. It's a great card. But the booster box itself, market price is sitting at $396. Now let's check the last. Wow, like it went from 242 to 396. That's crazy, actually. I don't think it would be 396 at that mark. Like, you can buy this. Oh, these are loose, though. These are loose packs. You have to make sure you buy the correct ones. Yeah. 446. People are selling 320 for loose. I don't want loose. I want the booster box sealed. Yeah, 462, 484. This is easily like a $500 booster box already. Crazy. It's crazy that at one point, like, you were able to, and even in the past year, literally at the beginning of 2024, we could have, including myself, I could have picked this up for $142. Booster boxes are going to hold their value very, very well. This set was released, what? It's going to say right here. Or no, it's not going to, but this set was released, I remember, in the fall of 2021. It's a very good set. Espeon VMAX. It's got Mew VMAX alternate art. It's got the Mew V alternate art. And then Mew VMAX again, like Celebi V, the Secret Rare Mew VMAX. It's got really good cards in this set. And it's not just like 1 or 2, it's like a couple of them. So yeah, this is one that we may have. I mean, if your budget still works for it, then go right ahead. But for me, this is probably going to be a set I have to work for it, work really hard for it. But before I get to the last set, which I think at this point you guys may be able to kind of guess what it is, but before we get to that, I want to go over Chilling Reign. I love this set. I absolutely love this set. Again, I think it's because it's kind of, for me, it's like the Temporal Forces type of thing, where it has the Galarian forms of Zapdos, Articuno, and Moltres. And we have some pretty decent cards here. Now, I'm very lucky because this right here, the Galarian Moltres, and if you guys want to see like a separate video, like of my, again, like my collections or my singles too, let me know in the comments down below. I pulled this from a single Best Buy booster pack. I picked up one booster pack from Best Buy, and I pulled this Galarian Moltres. And I think I have the video somewhere of me pulling it, but if I do, I will upload it here on YouTube. Market price is sitting at $153. Now, this has kind of stayed about the same in the past 6 months. If you notice, like, it just fluctuated just a little bit, 30, 40 bucks. In the past year, it's been like that too. At one point in the summer, it's sitting at 181. But yeah, I haven't seen this card go under 100 bucks. So it's always been over 100 bucks for me. And I'm very happy with it. I'm very happy with the card. Great artwork. I think I actually might get it graded. And then I also do have the third most valuable card in the set, which is the Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX. I really like this card too. Past 6 months, yeah, this has kind of went down in value, if you noticed. it actually lost 30% of its value, which is it's whatever. But you know, at one point it was sitting at high 116, and I think over time it'll kind of stay around that price. Hopefully it'll go up, but there's some other great cards in here too. But the most expensive, obviously, is the Blaziken VMAX, market price $296. Again, this kind of went down a little bit. You know, it's went to $250 at one point, and now it's sitting at like just around $300, which is not bad, not too bad. Let's go to the booster box though, because this is what we're talking about. And in the past year, you know, if we picked it up in January of 2024, we could have picked it up for $160, and now it's, you know, a market price of $258, which is not too bad for a set that came out in the summer of 2021. That is not bad at all. But again, you want to make sure you have the budget, and everyone's budget can be different. It should be different. If you have the amount to invest into, and I've kind of went into this also with the mindset of this, and I've been doing this for, you know, my other channels as well, but I want to invest in products that I can make a return on, and that's just for like daily stuff or long-term things. If I buy something and if I can make money from this, I will hold on to it, or I will buy it. For example, like I have my main channel, MTG Productions. I review devices, I review tech. And since I am able to earn an income from that, as I am making YouTube videos at the time of this recording, at least right now, full time, I make a return, I make income from those products. Same thing I plan on doing with my Pokemon investment, with these collections, these booster boxes and stuff. I plan on, in some way, making a return on them. I'm not going to open, like if I bought a Chilling Reign, I wouldn't open it. But it's something I plan on doing. That's how I've kind of entered into this mindset of collecting. So yeah, $258, not too bad. And then I want to end things off with the last set right here. Evolving Skies booster box. Evolving Skies. Now there's really nothing to kind of talk about here, but you see the price, $972 to $898. But yeah, really nothing you can talk about here. It's been 1 year ago it was $400, now it's $1,000. So you get the memo. Prices of booster boxes are going crazy high. So definitely be sure to invest in booster boxes. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Let me know in the comments down below, thoughts, opinions, whatever it may be. And lots of videos are coming to the channel very soon. And if you want to learn more about Pokemon investing, definitely be sure to subscribe. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.